Okay, perfect. All eyes on me. And now, let me just start over with the presentation. My name is Nevita Mezas, and I'm presenting the presentation All Eyes on Me. I chose this presentation mainly because of the fact that nowadays most of our businesses and our career depends on how we present ourselves online and how, of course, we present our business online. So saying that, it is very, very important for us to, just be very cautious on what we share online. But at the other hand, it is an opportunity for us to just plan out and see what we can achieve while just being, how do you call it, very conscious on what to share and what not to share. So saying this, as introduction, my name is Nevita Mezas. I'm the founder of the Business Connection. As if you maybe already might know, Business Connection is a business consultancy, and we strive to help others to bring their ideas to life. It could be a business idea, but it could be also some community idea you want to bring online, bring life on a successful way. That's what we do. I'm a business concept and strategy advisor. I consider myself a lifestyle entrepreneur, saying that the focus mainly for me is on the lifestyle and not so much on the profit. Of course, the profits or the sales must be there, the business must be there in order to cover my life expenses and the lifestyle I want to live. But for me, it is very important to be free, and in order to pursue my passion, I want to create, of course, the financial freedom. Most of my businesses consist of online business concepts, meaning I give business consults online and trainings online nowadays. Of course, I do a lot also offline in this sense for Business Connection. Besides that, I have the ticketing business online, selling corporate events and also selling tickets to workshops, seminars. I started also touch.com. That's a business I have paused for a moment because it's an online platform in regards for, let's say, crafters who want to sell their products online. But we're still confronting some logistic issues. So that's the reason why the website has been unpublished at the moment. But yesterday, I helped launch also another product, which is SafeMarket.com. Sorry, Safe Market Club. Safe Market is a platform for farmers to bring their products and also goods to the market on a more effective but also less expensive way. Saying that, I invite you to, of course, visit this website and see maybe it can help your business also go for it. But today we're going to talk about the online exposure and also your business career. That's also one of the biggest reasons why I choose for this topic. Your online exposure and also your business career is you cannot untouch them. Most of the time when you are somebody who's very active online, that has also some consequences for your business and also sometimes even for your whole career. So it is very important for you to, how do you say it, canalize it and have this in a, organize this in a good way. Because of course, how you present yourself online will give you also a reputation and unlimited power in business. So it has the ability to help you in your business, and it has the ability to make you become even more successful than you wouldn't be without an online presence. So what will I address today? What I will address today is what I did and the results it gave me and how it can work for you too, of course. And then I will look forward and explain or highlight one of the social media platforms in regards to social media of the future. So what did I do and what is the result? Of course, this presentation is very personal, and meaning that it has worked for me because of the fact who I am, but also for the type of business I have. I'm not gonna say that it will be 100% effective for every kind of business, but what I did for my business, the strategy I followed, gave me as like an entrepreneur, but also as professional, a lot of benefits. So I will start by saying, because of the fact that I'm a business consultant, that means that, of course, my business, my personal brand is also the brand that my business represents. It is hardly impossible for me to detach those two. Why? Because I have grown my business as part of my service to others. And of course, I already mentioned that I'm a business, how do you call it, a lifestyle entrepreneur, saying that my business has been built around my lifestyle. So saying that it is very hard to say, you know what, let me just pull out of the business and sell it to somebody else because it has been too much woven with my own lifestyle. As I can say, my brand reflects is also my purpose in life, the things I love to do and the way I want to live my life. I would like to, be the best I can in whatever I do. And of course, sharing this knowledge with others. That resulted, of course, in how my business is conducted and also what the products and services I offer to my clients. So when it comes to promotion of the business, it is very hard for me to say, you know what, I'm not gonna promote myself, or I'm not gonna be in the picture promoting the business because it's hard. Because it's one of the vital parts of the business, but also my personality embodies the set of values that are key in my business and also in the business unique selling propositions. I'm a strategist, I'm a friend, and of course I'm a business coach. A strategist, saying that I try to help my clients as much as possible to see what is the best next step they can take in order to reach their goals. At the other hand, I'm a friend also, or very, very close to my clients, meaning that everything that is good for them excites me. So I'm very eager to see their business evolve. But at the other hand, I'm also very concerned if they take certain steps that cannot bring them to the goals that they are aiming for. So I'm not only just sitting here for the money, I'm also sitting here in order to, help my clients. And therefore that you call that a business coach. As I already mentioned, as a lifestyle entrepreneur, I focus on creating business concepts that support my passion and create financial freedom. So when my clients come here, the first thing we say is, okay, let me see how we can, upgrade the concept in order to create financial freedom for them too, make it more efficient, but also reducing the cost. So I must say most of the business concepts I've created in my business under the name of the Business Connection, of course, using several trade names, are for people like me with the same problems, with the same lifestyle like me. And the quality I deliver is also matched to the quality I want to receive also as a customer when I go somewhere else. So my pilot approach has been, of course, one of the, let's say, most successful strategies I've implemented in these last years, because my business has started in 2012, so I'm already like 8 years in business. And I've tried, of course, a lot of different concepts, a lot of different market approaches before having this one that I like at that moment. And in the beginning, I was promoting my business as something separate, So like, totally separate from myself. And the reason why I did that is because most of the time people tend to say, you know what, if you're starting a business, you have to, separate your business from the private life and things like that. And I was like, you know what, let me do that. Let me try that. And in a conversation with another colleague, also entrepreneur, he was telling me, and that's a big shout out for my friend of HF Marketing. He said, you know what, why are you promoting your business separately? Why ain't you using your own personality to boost your business? And I must confess that that was one of the best things I've done for my business is putting my face next to the logo. Because it resulted in, a lot of things, and people got to know exactly what to expect when they come to my business. Even when they walk into my office, they say, this office makes me think of you, and it's exactly what I expected from you, and also, of course, from your business. So I gave my business brand the same flavor as Nevita, as myself. Friendly, of course, maybe you can say even highly social, honest and transparent, because I tell people what's on my mind. I'm not sugarcoating anything. If it's a bad idea, I'm gonna tell them straight away also it's a bad idea. And if it's a good idea, I'm very excited for them as well. I'm very out of the box, that's all, and something else, strategic and hands-on, positive, solution-oriented, self-started, and inevitable. So this is the market approach I have chosen to promote my business in the same flavor as myself. This has, of course, a huge advantage. I'm gonna go more into that later on. So the thing is, I started to give my online presence, it was very, let's say, take over. I'm not sure how to say it, but my online presence was inevitable. So meaning nobody can say if they go online, they've never seen something of my business. I have a very, very, very active online presence on several social media channels, and each of these channels is catering, of course, a specific audience and conducting content that is tailored to this audience. As you can see on the overview, I have, of course, a private Instagram, a private online profile, and a private LinkedIn profile. But for business, I have a lot more, and these are only for my business only, and not including the businesses of the let's say the channels of my clients. For my business, I manage 4 Instagram accounts and 1 Instagram TV account, 5+ Facebook pages, because there is more also coming up, LinkedIn, 1 YouTube channel, and of course 5 to 6 websites. It sounds like very overwhelming because people might think, oh, why do you need so much things in order to promote your business and promote your skills? In my perspective, I've chosen to do this because having several accounts means that I can be very specific and very tailored to the content a certain target group is looking for. So it gave me the opportunity to tap in more niches than if I'm just using one social media platform or one social media channel to promote my business and my products. Maybe you are like wondering what these Instagrams are. For example, I have one for the business connection. I have one for, of course, the online ticketing, events and ticket company. I have one for another product. I have the business coach, which is online coaching programs I gave using Instagram as a platform for giving the coaching sessions. So it is very different because it is tailored to the needs of my audience. My audience is very diverse, just like my interests and also my taste in things. My social media targets audiences. It is a group of people that, of course, identifies and relates to me and my lifestyle, and of course, the needs that are related to that. On each channel, the focus is different. The content is different because it is adjusted to the products I'm selling, the services I'm promoting, and of course, the problems I want to highlight of my audiences in order for them to see how the products and the services will aid their problems. The content is, of course, tailored to the common use also of each platform. So having said that, if I have, for example, content on YouTube, it is a slight difference on the IGTV because of the common use of each platform, but also limitations each platform has. And the audience is also using the platform differently. So each time I put a content on it, I need to tailor it to the platform and needs and interests of the audience of that type of platform. My personal presentation is on every platform the same. I'm friendly, so I'm a friend, fun-loving, and entrepreneur. That's the same message and the same profile I'm promoting on every private account of myself. And my business presentation is slightly different. It has like one, as they say in Dutch, rode lijn, one, how do you call it, one mold, but it is tailored to the needs of the audience. So I will start by telling what my gains are before telling you which kind of approaches I've been using. My gains in my career and business has been, of course, due to a very high content marketing strategy. I'm gaining each month about 85 new followers monthly on my Instagram account of the Business Connection. I started this account in January last year. So now we are like, 1.5 years busy, and I'm over 1,500 followers already. And it has been growing steadily. And it's not only growing because of the, I don't put effort in it, because the months I put more effort in, I see also that the growth is more higher. Repetition has gained for me to be the top of mind at my target groups. Sometimes I walk just in the supermarket and I come across other people and they're like, oh, I've seen this and this and this. So they remember. A couple of weeks ago, when we were in lockdown, I started promoting my my meeting room as mean extra for people for flexible rent. And just by putting the repetition on, I'm like every week I've been already renting out the platform for at least 2 or 3 times a week. So saying that, having a new product on launch on the market and seeing how it's picked up is because of the repetition. I've been being top of mind in my target groups. Connection with my target group. I have stronger connection with them, and also maintaining my network, because most of the time, if you are not on the networking events, if you don't, if you're not working in a large area where you meet each other on a regular basis, most of the time your network tends to the relationship with your network tends to slow down. But due to my excessive use of excessive sounds like it's a bit negative, but due to my active use of social media, it has gained me a stronger bonds with the target group, but also with my network. I've gained an expert level of recognition. I'm getting more and more clients through referrals. and most of the time it's not referrals of past clients, former clients, but referrals of people within my followers within my my network of social media followers. It has provided me with a lot of interviews online and offline, keynotes, invitations to give keynotes, and also provide classes. So it has created for me a very, I'm not sure how to say it in English, fun factor, because I'm getting sometimes the opportunities to be part of projects, to be part of initiatives that I'm like, where does this come from? Because if you don't have like a, you know, an offline connection with these people, how come they come and reach out for you, asking you to be part of it? So it is a very, very profitable it has been very profitable for me, this presence online. I trigger the projects and the the projects and also the contracts I want, just because of the fact of how I manage to I manage my my content. So I've gained also a very successful and personal business brand management, but also brand growth in the past 8 years. Sometimes I managed also to have total feed domination by sharing my contents all over and being seen all over at once, due to the amount of channels I manage at the same time. And it also gave me a lot of product promotions and barter deals, in regards to, you know, things I use for myself and also are very useful for my audience. So how did I get to this? My social habits are as follows. I'm very consistent. I have a very recognizable and also consistent name, photo, style, and also bio description all over all my social media platforms. Of course, the businesses are the same, and the private accounts has the same consistency, but I tend to, you know, have like the same kind of taste of branding on all my channels. I focus on authenticity. I stick to being me. I'm not trying to new things that are not close to my own personality and my own values and beliefs. I very concerned on the tone of voice I use. I try to maintain the same tone of voice on every platform. So I'm not more salesy on my business accounts than I am on, for example, my private accounts. I have the same style, the same tone of voice. Things I'm very concerned is the languages I use. So it is hardly unthinkable for me to be very rough on a certain platform and using bad languages, because of course the consistency has to be everywhere the same. I have a consistency also in lifestyle promotion, meaning that the lifestyle I am pursuing is seen across all my platforms, even the business ones as the private ones. Of course, I'm very, as I already mentioned, I'm very active online. So my engagement with others is very on point and very actual. So most of the time, if somebody sends me a comment or writes me a comment, most of the time I try to react like immediately or at least within 4 or 5 hours. So that's very fast, meaning that our conversations are then closer to real life than if I didn't. So saying this, I'm very active with interaction and engaging. What I do all the time is when I make pictures, I tend to tag myself in the pictures. I tend to tag others. I regularly give shout outs to my friends, family, colleagues, and people within my network, and also my clients. because of course, if you are very social, if you are like, very concerned, very, how is it, betrokken, I'm not sure how to say that in English, with your clients, it is hardly unimaginable that you are not connecting to each other, if that you not see something that reminds you to the business or of your clients or your friends. So at the other hand, I'm very open and very I share a lot of my personal life. For example, with making very visible the common interests we might have with each other. I'm a dog lover, I'm a foodie, and of course I'm a fashion pursuer. So that says that if you are a dog lover, if you are a foodie, and if you are pursuing fashion, that most of the time we tend to already have a connection before we sit at the table for business. As I already mentioned before, content marketing is very, very important, and it has been part of my social habit for a long time. Because in personal life, I always say, if you don't have anything good to say, you have to shut up. So when I am focusing and promoting and sharing and posting online, I tend to say, okay, when I post something, it has to be of added value, and it has to be something my audience is waiting for to see. So the first thing I'm constantly doing is making profiles of my audience. What are their needs? What are their lifestyles? What are their desires? What are the problems they have? And how I can create proper content for them on these channels. And also I share a lot of lifestyle pictures. So what you see is what you get. So most of the time when people meet me for the first time, it is already as if we have already met before, because they have the feeling that they know me already. But that is what you get if you if I share, of course, a lot of my lifestyle and my life, even on as business as professionally, privately. My use of hashtag is a bit different than internationally used. I use my hashtags to give messages that are maybe a bit yeah, you can, because most of the time when I write the caption, sometimes if you put all the messages you want to push across, it gets a bit crowdy and unclear. People might not see it, so I use hashtags to still feed them with the hidden messages. I use pictures and videos. I try to put things of good quality that has, of course, lifetime shots daily, just that people can see and recognize themselves in the, so they can relate with me. And of course, everything I do, I try to do it as professional as I can. Of course, the part of storytelling is very important. People has to look at a picture and has to have the feeling that they already know all the smallest details that the picture or the video is telling them. So most of the time I use my time to sit down and write something very detailed on. And I must say, when I was in the lockdown, right before the lockdown, I had a car accident, and my car was for 7 weeks in the garage. And I was very disappointed in my, my insurance company, because they didn't give me the proper, or let me say, they didn't give me the attention I thought I was entitled to. So I wrote a whole story on that. And the best thing is, lots of people working at the insurance company and in key positions at the company just called me, and they picked it up like right away, because of the fact that I was very detailed in my story. And I'm not only telling details, but I'm also sharing my emotions and how it made me feel. So people are very, they go in the flow of what I'm telling. Another thing is the discussions. I like to put like, like real life topics or food for thoughts as a mean of discussion starters. Most of the time I do that because I want to, have a feeling what my audience is thinking, what they are doing, in what state of life they are, and of course, see if they are still connected. And at the other hand, it is also a good way for me to, share more of myself and brand my personality more, brand my professional skills also more. So brand, I mean promote in this case. So it is very good. It has been very has benefits for me to share all these things. As I already mentioned, repetition is very important. I'm constantly giving the same content, the same promotion of skills, the same promotion of services, but every time in another format, another picture, another point of view with somebody else in between. So, but the message will be very consistent, but I'm gonna repeat it all over again, over and over again. What is very important also to have, the wholesale funnel completed, placing links. Because if you tell people to call you and you don't put the telephone number, it is hard for them to, they won't go back and search for your number. If you put a link, they can connect you at once. So saying that, I have updated all my channels, putting every type of links you can imagine. So it is less effort for my followers to contact me if they want to contact me. Caption is also something very important. I use my captions to get a lot of messages across, but also to highlight people in what state of life or what state of career I am. So the captions are things that for me have worked like, miracles, because I use them to also influence others on how they perceive me or my business. My personal presentation is every time the same, like on the same level, the same time. I try to have my hair, my makeup, my outfits on point. Yes, it is very important to have, like, one personal brand, one personal presentation, so people know what to expect from you. As it comes for domination of feeds, I use cross referrals. As I already mentioned, I have several social media platforms and channels. So I use them to, reshare the content if it is appropriate for the audience, to have that way in order to have like my my information all over shattered. I also use cross referrals offline and on air. Maybe some of you might know, I've been for a long time a radio host on Curum on Z86, but I'm most of the time also available for interviews on other TV programs and radio programs. So most of the time I use also these type of opportunities to cross referral what my content are of online. And also, of course, if I'm talking to somebody, I'm always promoting my businesses, I'm always promoting my channels, and always telling people what they get when they visit or when they follow a certain channel of mine. So it's not like just follow me, just to follow me because I want to have followers, but I really, really want for people to connect with me online if there is something to gain for them. For example, on the IGTV, I share a lot of business tips, things that I noticed from the consults I have, that most people don't have the basic knowledge of everything. So on my IGTV, I made it, and let's say, a must for me to, share content in order to, so people can pick up their game also by having the basics on point. One thing that's very, very important is, of course, the monitoring of your posts. So if you put something online, it is very important for you to, watch it, see what it does for your audience, how they react on it, if they are engaging with it. Because sometimes people are engaging, but they don't really like, or they don't really make comments, but you see that they engage with it. On the other hand, I track also the density, so to see at what time it is better for me to post, because when you post at the times that people are gonna go online in, like, 2 minutes afterward or 3 minutes afterwards, or in a short time frame, it is for your post better, because they see it. When they see it, they might interact with it, or maybe engage with it just by stopping and looking at it. And that gives you more, like, a jump or a boost in order to stay on top of the feeds. Because if you post on the wrong times, sometimes you post, and if your audience is going online like 5 hours later, in those 5 hours also other people have been posting, so what's fresher they're gonna see first than what's been posted like 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, or 5 hours earlier. So it is very important for you to have an eye on when is the density, when are my most of my followers online and active. What I use every time and every day, most of the time, are backlinks. The reason why I use this is in order to, send traffics all over to several platforms, of course, but also a way to track the effect of my post. For example, when I was sharing and promoting this event, I also used a backlink, so I can see how many people are reacting on the posts I'm sharing. So I know, oh, maybe I have to formulate it like this in order to gain their attention. So I'm very strategic in what I do. And for some people, it might see like, that I'm just trying something and I'm just doing something. But everything I do, everything I post, I've been thinking about it like maybe 2 or 3 times before I really post it. I have a consistent posting schedule, so I try to post every morning. Because of the echo, I'm the whole time yawning, but but don't mind that. What I was telling is about the consistent posting of the schedule. Every morning before 7, I try to put a post online, because I know most people wake up and the first thing they do is grab their phone, so I want them to see my post as well. Every time I try to post 2 or 3 things, because when you are posting consistently, you can stay on top of the newsfeed. Acceptance of friends requests. I have, let me say, a lot of daily. I have a lot of friend requests. All type of friends, men, women, younger person, older persons. So I am like, just doing a quick review. Okay, what kind of people are they? I accept most of them. Let me say, like, for 80% of my friend requests, I just gave them the friend request. Some people might say, oh, that's creepy because you don't know them and you're gonna look in your things. But the friends I have on Facebook, they can admit, or they can back me up on this. I hardly post very intimate things of myself. So if what they see is nothing that can, how do you say, damage me or my business, I don't post things that people can see, okay, which car is mine, which house is mine. What they can see is which dog is mine, but that has also its benefits if one of them get lost. but I'm accepting all friend requests. The reason why I do this is as follows. Maybe you haven't think of this, but when you have a lot of friends on Facebook and you have an active presence, that means that you will be on top of new feeds of a lot of people. So if you have for, let's say, 3,000-4,000, or you have 100 friends, you will be only on the newsfeed of 100 friends. But if you have 3,000, 5,000, it will be on top of 5,000 or 3,000 persons every time you post. Most of the time, what I do is also post pictures that I know that are how do you say, people would like to write or comment on it. The reason why I do this is so I can stay on top of the news feeds. So when I share something of my business, most people see it as well. So that's also one of the reasons why I get so much referrals from my friends, because I'm staying on top of their minds by staying on top of their new feeds. So that's a strategy that I can recommend everybody to do, and don't really think that everybody is a creep just because they don't know you and want to be friends with you online. What I also do is I do headhunting of followers. On Instagram, for example, I follow people that I think that might be also interested in my content. I tend to follow them, so they follow me back. So that's also one of the strategies why I've been successfully growing my Instagram account of Business Connection for the past year, with, as I already mentioned, 85 average of 85 a month, which is very good, and counting. So, you know, it is things you can do, but it is also something you have to make time for it. So you cannot say, you know, I'm gonna just, I want to have a lot of followers, let me just go and put money and boost it, because that's also the next point I wanted to address, because boosting works, but boosting works better if you have also organic actions. So this is what I did, and of course I want to tell you also what you can do in order for this same strategy to work for you. The first thing is, what you need to do is start by sharpening your arrows. So you have to have a strategy. Start by defining who you are, defining your purpose, vision, mission, and your core values, even as a person, a professional, or as a business. Define what your value proposition, so what is the promise you have for your clients and your audience, what is the solution and what is the gain they will have by connecting with you. You have to be clear on your sets of products. What is the products that you are selling and what does it do for others? Be clear on where you want to end. Make up your mind and, you know, say, okay, this is what I want to do. This is my main life goal. Determine your business goals and translate this into marketing goals. And what would it mean if it comes to the social goals? Are they aligned with your marketing goals? Because of course, your marketing goals can be very generic, and your social media goals is more detailed and focused. Of course, you have to make these goals actionable and measurable, just like SMART goals. Sustainable, measurable, attainable, realistic, and related to time. And you have to be focused on where you want to end, but how you're going to reach that. I forgot to change that part. You have to define your target audience. You have to create your SWOT analysis, so strength, weakness, opportunities, and strength analysis. Based on this, you review your value proposition, the one you mentioned already earlier. You create your marketing strategy based on your target audiences, the SWOT, and also your value proposition. As part of your marketing strategy, you have to develop a branding strategy, create a whole brand book, so you know that you have a consistent presentation of your corporate identity. Your corporate identity is, of course, the presentation, how people will view your business, how you will present yourself to the markets. You have to be very aware of what your competition is doing, what they are doing, why they are doing it. And not only for that, because you can, you know, visit their accounts on a regular basis and listen out on what their audience, because their audience is potential clients for you too. What are they feeling? What are their concerns and things that you can tap on to promote your products better, or even develop new products. What you can do is also determine, of course, what is the choice of social media you're going to use, which platform is better for your business. Because as already mentioned, I have a lot of platforms, but maybe for your business you don't have to use these. Maybe you have to have other ones. So based on your goals, based on the choice of the channels, you can create a strategy for content, because your content strategy is, of course, saying what is the message you have sending out, but also what type of media, what type of content you will present. If it's a photo, if it's a video, if it is a blog. So it is very diverse. You can create and maintain a social media platform in order to have a consistency and a consistent planning of your content. So this is a way you can control your online social strategy, but also have more control on how your online presence and your online brand should be. All this is also this is if you hear it like this, it sounds like a bit overwhelming, but I can assure you that when you try to make this in these steps, it will be very enlightened for yourself, and you'll be more comfortable and more secure, and of course, how do you say, confident also what you present, how you present it, that it will be something that your audience will be glad to follow you in order to see more. This is something, of course, I give also in one-on-one training. So if maybe after this presentation, you say, you know what, I want to have more guidance on this, you may reach out for me, of course, for this. Last but not least, I want to reach out and talk about social media of the future. And the social media I chose is TikTok. The reason for this is because it is upcoming, and most of entrepreneurs doesn't really know how to use this in advantage of their business. I see a lot of entrepreneurs, go on TikTok and dance the hell of their bodies and doing all type of challenges. But I must emphasize that your personal brand is, of course, also your professional brand. So if you don't have like a clear view on how to pursue this, how to have a strict protection of your professional brand by being on TikTok, I prefer to advise you not to use TikTok. TikTok can be used, of course, very good for business purposes, because I've seen in the creative sector that a lot of people are using it. Let's say, hairdressers. I've seen a fashion stylist using TikTok. People that are promoting clothes and other stylish things are using TikTok very, 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 very good, and on a way that I can be very excited about, mainly because it has easy editing tools and a lot of different things you can use in order to grab attention of people. It is very short. It has give you the opportunities to create snippets of content, so it makes you also more creative how to say your message short and sweet. It is very highly and shareable, of course, on other social media platforms. So it is a content you can use on Instagram, you can share it on Facebook. It is also something other people might want to share. So of course, I've been thinking to open a TikTok account for Nevita, let's say the business consultant of the business coach, but I'm not yet completely. I haven't completely decided yet on what in what format I will present the content, because of course I know what content I want to present, but in what format, that's still yeah, for me to think about. So what I will say, what I want to say is, if you are a creative entrepreneur, maybe you can, you know, go out of the box and think of ways you can use TikTok in order to promote your business. And because TikTok has been growing huge, and the best thing of TikTok is, if you are in a certain area, for example, I see a lot of TikToks of Curacao while being on Facebook. It is not normal that I see things of Curacao if I don't go and look for it, or if I don't see it shared by somebody else. So it is very, very, for your exposure, TikTok will be very good, but you have to keep in mind that whatever you're doing on TikTok, every challenges you, you know, you say you're gonna do music, you're gonna dance on, mind you that it can damage your professional brand if you don't take care of that. So that was my presentation on the topic. You can, of course, follow me on Facebook, Instagram TV, LinkedIn, and YouTube. For the Business Connection, it is, of course, Business Connection BV, and or maybe Business Connection Curacao. You can find it. My email is info@thebizconnection.co website, you see, and you can also reach out on WhatsApp. I'm very eager to see if there is questions, and I have still a couple of minutes left, so I can answer questions if there is any. If anyone has any question in regards to the things I've been telling, because I've shared, of course, a lot of my own experience, and of course my own, how do you call it, the strategies I've been using that has worked for me here as a business owner here in Curacao. So let me see questions. Let me see, oh, sorry. Oh, I've done something. Yes, questions. You can post your questions also in the chat if it's easier for you. Okay, do you have courses of Instagram and Facebook? Yes, I do. The Instagram and Facebook trainings I give, most of the time are based on content marketing. So if you are interested in those type of things, of course, you can reach out. I give classes online. So using Instagram, where you can see or get all the information, you get a workbook, and you can go and work on your own, having, of course, those live answers and Q&As. So it is something we can do. We can do one-on-ones where you can sit and, you know, go through the whole shebang. Next question is, how do you suggest for a startup company to gain followers on Instagram, if not through boosting? The best thing is, in order to gain followers, is to have like a very good bio written on your account, because most of the time what I see is people, they have like a picture of themselves, but they don't put, like, for example, the logo of their company. So it is not every time clear if it's a company company account or if it is a business account. So the best thing is to have a recognizable logo put on it. In your bio, you have to describe what kind of business you have, what are you offering, of course, focusing on your unique selling proposition, and the connections. So put your address, put your telephone number, put your email, put your website, and as I already said, telephone number. And if you have a link where they can book you or you book your services of buy anything at once, just do that. So that's the first thing. And what I already mentioned, what I do is following hunters, go on and see which kind of people are the followers. And maybe you might ask now, oh, but I cannot see on somebody's profile if they would be interesting. Okay, go and follow your, see who is following your competitors, and then you know who might be interested in your service and products. So it has a bit of work you have to do, but it worked for me fine, and it has worked for my clients as well. So it might work. Marilu, you understood what I said with the part, because now I see you're asking how to do that. The part of followers hunters, just go on the platforms of on your competitors or persons that are offering the same kind of product like you. For example, let's say if you are like makeup artist, you can already guess that everybody that can be interested in your product are following a makeup artist, are maybe following a hairdresser, are following maybe some fashion platforms. So don't limit yourself on only looking for people that are following your brand just because of your brand, but also go and see for pages that are similar or might have the same target audience you have. Any other question? Okay. Yeah. So I want to thank you then for your attention. If there is no more questions, as already mentioned, if there is anything, you can reach out by WhatsApp, and you can also reach out by email, and we can at any time make an appointment either online or offline. It was a pleasure for me, and to, as they say, felicitare verder. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much, Nevita. We'll see you soon.
Yes.